What up? What up? What up? My name is Randy Little, if you ain't know. This is Rec League Podcast. You clicked on it. I hope you know. Welcome. Episode 138. The first few minutes, I ramble a little bit, tell y'all what we gonna talk about. Talk about movies that finna come on physical media, about to be in the theater. This episode, same as last, myself, E-Sig, Rocket Man, and we talk about a Hollywood legend who recently passed. We talk about some nerd shit, but for the most part, we talk about 1984, banger after banger after banger. I wasn't alive yet, but it was a good year in movies. But it was like crazy. Like, for the most part, we stayed on topic. But it's like the first portion of the conversation was a little more discussing like underrated, under the radar gems. And the back half of the conversation, we talked about the hits. You know what I mean? So let me just hit y'all with the recent theatrical releases, and while I'm pulling up the calendar, give us a rating, give us a comment, share, tell your friends about me. The last episode was released the weekend, well, 2 weekends ago. What I'm trying to say, the 14th of June, Inside Out 2 came out. It's been 9 days. It's already the highest grossing domestic release of 2024. And rightfully so. It's worthy of all of that. I'm tripping on streaming that may or may not have come out this past current weekend. The Bike Riders came out. Jeff Nichols, Jodie Comer starring, Austin Butler, Tom Hardy starring. Really good. Review is on my Randy Little YouTube channel. Give that a watch after you see the movie. This upcoming weekend, we got A Quiet Place Day 1, and Kinds of Kindness expands. I don't know how wide, but it expands. And then again, like, I swear, like, I know something else comes out and I can't. That Horizon movie. I was gonna say this recording with the squad with Rocket and Eric, and I forgot. I see almost everything. I do not give two shits about this Kevin Costner Horizon Part 1 in June, Part 2 in August, and apparently he's directing 3 right now. Like, bro, Part 1 is 3 hours. I'm not watching that shit. It's like Kevin Costner like has like one lane. Like, when this dude directs, it's just westerns. Like, I'm not complaining. He won the Oscar for Dances with Wolves. Did he direct? He didn't direct Waterworld, did he? Let me talk a little reckless and look this up for a second. Cause before I start like really like roasting, let me make sure I got my ducks in a row. Kevin Costner filmography, film, directed Dances with Wolves, directed The Postman, so he did not direct Waterworld. He directed Open Range. I'm sure he directed some episodes of Yellowstone. Yellowstone is cool. I ain't gonna hold you. But everything he does is in the Western genre. It's like, bro, like, we get it. Like, you like Westerns. It just doesn't look interesting to me. I've seen Yellowstone. Like, I don't need more Kevin Costner in an oversized cowboy hat. On physical media, rant over. Tuesday, June the 11th, we had Godzilla, Kong, The New Empire, Looks like South Park released, I don't, one of those like one-off episode things. Immaculate came out. A Shrek 4K box set came out. I see a La Femme Nikita steelbook. Was that it for that Tuesday? Is Godzilla and Kong all I bought? It's possible. The 18th of June, this past Tuesday, there's a Chinatown 2 Jakes Paramount Presents combo pack. Some RoboCop 4Ks, American Gigolo 4K, Karate Kid 4K, American Fiction Blu-ray, Beverly Hills Cop, Beverly Hills Ninja. I bought it. It's MOD. It's like, if you're not an MOD person, like if some shit come on Blu-ray, I'm copping, especially if it's something that I had on DVD. Like, I'm upgrading my shit. But if you're not an MOD fan, then that's not for you. This upcoming Tuesday, it looks like a Blue Velvet 4K is coming. Paramount is putting out Team America World Police and South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut on 4K. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is coming out. Monkey Man's coming out. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is coming out. The Adam West animated Batman series is coming out on Blu-ray. Warner Archive is upgrading the 90s Flash TV series to Blu-ray. Don't know when I'll watch it, but I'm excited for that. Did I miss anything? The Boys on the Boat. I feel like the best place to get that is going to be Amazon, just like American Fiction. And then quickly, Austin Powers voice. July the 2nd. Let me see it. July the 2nd. I didn't think a bunch of anything would come out on July the 2nd, but it looks like we getting that. I'm like, those of y'all that know me know I don't really do 4Ks unless my back is up against the wall. But I really like that Anchorman 4K slipcover. Kino Labor putting out Blown Away with Jeff Bridges and Tommy Lee Jones. And then, July the 9th? Challengers comes out. Civil War comes out. Boy Kills World comes out. Abigail comes out. I see I Come in Peace and Turbulence 4K. True Detective Night Country comes out. The Boy and the Heron comes out, which I playfully call The Boy and the Heroine. Tarot, Unsung Hero. July the 9th is going to be a very expensive Tuesday. A couple Criterions. I'll be back. The squad will be with me. And we'll talk about 1984. It's Rec League. See, this is the return of the podcast that is called Rec League, and because I saw the bike riders yesterday, I was going to try to do that Jodie Comer, like, Chicago dialect to fuck with Mr. Eric Sigmund, and I forgot exactly how she did it. Yeah, sure, yeah. What's up, guys?
What's up?
This is kind of tentatively the second to last pod until we go on extended hiatus. So first things first, lost a Hollywood titan. Rest in peace, huge rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. Been around for the longest. He been acting almost as long as Rocket has been alive.
That's messed up.
That's not doing any justice to
Longer.
his career.
I mean,
how old was he? 88?
Yeah. He was up there. He lived a long life. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Animal House, Italian Job remake, the 4 original Hunger Games. I'm gonna leave out a grip of shit. Like, I didn't want to answer your question, Eric, because like my favorite things that Donald Sutherland has done, he died in both of them, The Italian Job and Horrible Bosses.
And no beer fest.
Yeah, man, that's a cameo. Like, I get motherfuckers like, oh yeah, I like Beer Fest. He was in that. But man, that's a cameo. It's cool when actors of that caliber will do some like lowbrow comedy shit. It just shows like how humble they can be.
Yeah, so his official credit was exactly 60 years ago. His official first credit. He's been acting for 60 years.
Damn.
And yeah, I guess going back, one of my favorite movies of his, The Dirty Dozen. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen that.
No.
No.
Take that as a no. Really? That was The Dirty Dozen?
I've heard of Dirty Dozen, never seen it though.
What about and this plays to, we're going to eventually tackle this one pod, because I don't know if you, under a certain age, you have a view about remakes. Back in my day,
Yep.
remakes were Scarface with Al Pacino. Remakes were John Carpenter's The Thing. Remakes was Cronenberg's The Fly. And remakes was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, starring Donald Sutherland, Leonard Nimoy, young Jeff Goldblum, Veronica Cartwright.
Damn, Goldblum and two of the goats.
Yeah. That's crazy. And Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 78, I think it was, that's a great freaking movie. One of the best endings.
Damn, Body Snatchers and Animal House in the same year.
He had a good year that year.
Yep.
Yeah, Animal House and two classics. And yeah, so he was a hell of an actor, and he spawned not with movies, but in another human, greatness, which became Kiefer Sutherland, his son.
That's what I was finna say. Indirectly, The Lost Boys wouldn't be as fire as it is without Donald Sutherland.
Right. Oh man, what you saying, Rocket?
No, but that's the thing, is like, he has so much range. It was unreal. He could do action, he could do drama, he could do thrillers. Like, I don't know if you guys ever seen it. It's a Criterion, Clue. That's another good one.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, yeah. That came out.
With Jane Fonda.
Film class, yeah.
With Jane Fonda, that's another good one. Yeah, I mean, the guy did it. I mean, he could do everything. He could do everything.
MASH.
People forget that MASH.
Yeah, the movie.
Actually, the movie came out first before the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, people look like there's a running joke on social media, like, you knew it was time to go to bed when you see the helicopter in the TV show.
Yeah, I was like, it's late.
It was just boring to like.
Oh gosh.
But
my dad loved that show. My dad loved the TV series, and when I saw that, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah, but he's considered. I mean, some actors just don't get that role. They get a lot of good. They do have a lot of good performances, but some actors just don't get that role. He's considered one of the best actors to never even be nominated for an Oscar.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, a 50-year career. No, 60-year career, like I said. And no nods.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
You did at Astra.
We mentioned this in the chat room, like, before. I think I
group chat. Chat room sounds filthy.
Yeah, it does. The group chat. That sounds a little better. Like, how many of y'all forget that they're Canadian, the Sutherlands, like Kiefer and Donald and
Word?
I didn't know that till yesterday. 2 days ago.
Yeah, they're Canadian.
New Brunswick.
Yeah, it's yeah, what is he said The Italian Job. Oh man, yeah, that was.
Despite all the Edward Norton bullshit, man, F. Gary Gray, bro, The Italian Job is fun.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Listen, I mean, like I said, everybody was in this movie. He was in JFK, but the one that nobody talks about much is he was in Backdraft, which is another phenomenal
I almost said Backdraft.
Yes.
You know,
Backdraft with a heck of a cast.
Ensemble.
God, back what city was that filmed in? I forget.
Not Chicago. Fucker.
Definitely.
I forget.
But yeah, back.
I'm 45 and I memory loss. I forget.
But also, unfortunately, hey, money is money. If I get I can't try. I'm trying not to be negative these days. But he was also in Backdraft too.
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to bring it up.
Hey, no, it's cool. I mean, so, hey, every actor does it. Every actor's got those movies.
Like one of my favorite movies he's in is The Puppet Master.
Yes, that's one of the most underrated. Have you seen that?
Because he's such a stellar, prestigious actor. Like I wanted to like be that like out of the loop. Like, is that shit canon to the rest of the Puppet Master franchise?
It's so stupid. No, you're a knucklehead. No, it's a
sci-fi.
Yeah, it's funny. It's kind of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
It is.
It's just called The Puppet Masters in a time when Puppet Master movies were being released, and it's not related.
It's a silly coincidence. Well, depending on how you look at it.
Huh.
But another movie saw in theaters. Y'all seen Outbreak?
Way back.
Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo,
Morgan Freeman. Kevin Spacey.
Yep. I didn't mention it, but
yeah. Right, Eric.
That movie's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah. He was in
a few movies with his son.
He was in one of Will Smith's first movies.
Oh yeah,
Six Degrees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's
the movie.
Yep, the movie. Yep.
A lot of the young don't forget that it's a movie.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. You could go all day. I forgot.
Art of War.
Yep.
God dog. Yeah, really?
God dog.
You know, damn. This is like in my top 20 films of all time that I enjoy. Another movie he's in with Samuel Jackson, Sandra Bullock,
his son, who's on the other side of this in the movie. Yeah.
You know, Matthew McConaughey, Time to Kill. That movie's fantastic.
Time to Kill, yeah.
Kiefer was in Time to Kill.
Oh, yeah.
He was in it.
He was, trust me, he was in it.
All right.
Yeah, he's part of the clan.
And like Eric was saying, like, he got no nod. Look at the movies we're mentioning with the cast. He was also in with Denzel in Fallen. Like, he's been these big time. Like, I mean, he's a legend. He's an icon. And yet, to say he's a legend and icon and not have a nod, not even nominated, forget winning, just not even nominated at all.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Sometimes you just get overlooked, unfortunately, or you just don't have the muscle behind you. It's a lot of and it's a movie he did, and then we just naming movies. I kind of like this movie.
You got that resume, dog.
So tell me what movie this is that he was in with Tommy Lee Jones,
Space Cowboys,
James Garner, Space Cowboys.
Yep.
Directed and starring Clint Eastwood.
Mr. Eastwood.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that movie.
I like Space Cowboys.
Yeah.
I like astronauts and space type shit anyway.
Yeah, that's a movie that should be talked about more than it is, and it's kind of outside of like Clint Eastwood's like normal stuff that he would tackle to direct, and even acting really.
Well, like the 15, 17 to Paris, fucking Jersey Boys, like he has those occasional. Clint, what the hell?
Clint, yeah.
He was also after that. I think he did I know he did a movie with Wesley Snipes, Art of War.
I already said that, fool.
Oh yeah, he mentioned. And this is silly, crazy. Speaking of sci-fi movie, y'all don't remember the silly goo? I saw this in theaters, man. In the great year of movie, which is even some of the silly movies in 1999 was at least entertaining.
He did Fool's Gold. Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's a good one.
I named one of the episodes Virus during COVID.
That's funny.
Go back and check that out.
what's his name? Who else was in there? One of the Baldwins, I forget.
Virus was Billy Baldwin.
Oh,
Backdraft.
that was crazy. Oh, so they were in
Jamie Lee
Backdraft
Curtis.
together.
Yeah,
I just said that, fool.
Oh, I'm sorry. We just ignoring Randy.
Yeah, I ignored him because I knew that. My bad.
No, but yeah, that's we could go. The whole episode could be about
Yeah.
This could be But with that segue, let's see what he did in 1984. Ordeal by Innocence and Slang for White People. Crackers.
I didn't see that shit.
I don't know what either of these movies are.
Oh man.
Jack Warden, Sean Penn was in Crackers, Wallace Shawn, Christine Baranski. But before we hit 1984, I wanted to discuss the new Batman animated show that's coming on Prime in August.
Mm-hmm.
What did we think? What do we think of the cast? Hamish Linklater as Batman. Who could have called it?
Not me.
Not me.
Yeah. But
it's Batman and it's Bruce Timm, and it may or may not be kind of connected to the animated series from the 90s. But
what is the title of it?
Batman Caped Crusader.
Crusader.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in. The whole season drops August 1st.
It's 10 episodes, they said.
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if I'm sold on Jamie Chung as Harley Quinn. Like, there's some curious casting. I'm just hoping it all falls into place. Christina Ricci as Catwoman sounds promising.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. But no, I like it, of course, because who was produced by.
Yeah, it's back to the roots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think there's ever been any outright bad television shows as far as Batman. By comparison, if you want to go that route, maybe. But I don't know. That's my opinion from what I've seen.
I don't particularly know if the Batman or Batman the Brave and the Bold are bad. Yeah. I don't like some character designs. Joker.
Yeah, because one of
Riddler.
them, yeah, exactly. They just abstract and different sakes. And but yeah, of course the GOAT is, as far as TV show, the animated series.
Yeah.
Greatest cartoon of all time.
Beyond.
Yep.
And you combine them two, they made one of the best animated movies. With the Return of the Joker.
It's not Mask of the Phantasm, but go off.
Oh no, of course not. That's the
GOAT
animated Batman.
The creme de la creme, homie.
Exactly. But yeah, the TV show, I can't wait. You said it's Amazon?
Yeah, it'll be on Prime.
And no trailer yet, right? Just an announcement.
Nah, yeah. All that was basically hey guys, here's the cast.
Yeah.
My name is Hamish Linklater.
Yeah, just an announcement.
Yep.
But
he just did one of those Austin Butler in the Bike Riders. Let me change my voice because I'm Batman.
Oh man, but it'll be a couple of minutes because I know Randy's not too familiar with it, but I just wanted to mention it in passing.
What you say about my mama?
So, Borderlands, the Eli Roth movie. Get it over with.
I'm not a gamer. I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, it's and that's what that's why I wanted to bring it up because it's curious.
I'll watch it, but I'm not a gamer.
Yeah, and that's what I want to know. Just as a fan of cinema, fan of movies that you are.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear because you are going to go see it. We're all going to go see it. I can't wait to hear what y'all think about it because I'm not a diehard fan, but I'm very familiar with the games. And the games it's kind of like humor-wise Deadpool.
Yeah.
That tracks. Based off the trailers, that tracks.
Yeah, but we know Deadpool.
It's hard R.
The comics or the two movies.
Is hard R.
Yeah, and I don't know, did y'all see when they did that Once Upon a Deadpool thing?
I bought it. I never watched
I
it.
got it.
You never watched it? Yeah,
I got
watch
it.
it. It's curious, and
Yeah.
it kind of disappeared. It kind of disappeared for a reason. Y'all got a collector's item because it's hard to find now.
Oh yeah.
But like I said,
disappeared for a reason, real quietly, and I think it's out of print.
Nice.
5,000. If you watching, you listening, 5K is yours.
But now Borderlands is PG-13, and I don't know if they could. I guess we're gonna see how much they can push the PG-13 because there's not a lot coming out. But I would imagine Eli Roth, unless from the start he plans on doing a PG movie like
House with the Clock in the Walls.
Yeah, like that one or something like that. I don't see him being a writer as well as director. I don't see him shooting this as a PG-13 movie.
It sounds like
I don't know. I guess our best bet is
like y'all said, the studio probably backed him into a corner. They want to sell tickets. They want to sell tickets to kids. That's why they got Jack Black voicing the goofy ass robot. But
Claptrap.
There you go. Sounds like an STD, but go off. It sounds like a STD carrying person. I was gonna say like my curiosity with this is seeing Cate Blanchett directed by Eli Roth, but she was also in The House and the Clock in the Walls.
Right, and another one of my assumptions come from the original director. Speaking of Deadpool,
Tim Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
He was the original director.
He disappeared after Terminator. He was really gonna touch this.
Yeah. And I don't know what that story. I would imagine the story is. I don't know that. It's just all assumption. It's all. But we'll see what it is. PG-13. I mean, like I said earlier, everybody likes money.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Warner Brothers just moved Trap to the weekend before.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. What was I gonna look up?
Yeah, but that's all I gotta say. Borderlands, we'll see. We'll see what's what.
Yeah, like just cause the game, if the games are that hard R and the MPAA won't get this like worse than PG-13, I'm gonna watch it because I watch movies. I'm expecting dog shit.
Really?
Not dog shit, but like, what's the last like Eli Roth movie that the consensus was like, damn, that's pretty good?
Has he ever? But Thanksgiving, I guess.
I knew you was gonna say Thanksgiving and make me look like a dumbass. That's less than a year old.
But no,
I agree with you, Eric, because like I played the games. I even got the last Borderlands games, and it's like it's raw. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's there's some savagery in there and all that, but like for it to be PG-13, I was like, Like I mean, I understand what like Randy said. You're trying to sell it to kids. Kids are gamers, things like that. I get all that. You're trying to, make that connection. But at the end of the day, I hope it's not where PG-13 takes away from it and it's too goofy. Because the game is goofy.
It will be
to a degree. But, but like you don't want to go over the top with it, and it's like the trailers I seen. I don't know, because you got Jamie Lee Curtis in here as well. Cate Blanchett. Jack Black, Kevin Hart. I mean, we get all that, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm going up in there with open mind and watching it because I know what the games are. Hopefully, it's gonna have a comedic beat to it, but hopefully it has some other things too. Because like I said, PG-13, you could push the envelope with PG-13.
Mm-hmm. Like a mailman.
As long as you don't show blood, that's the whole thing about it. So
and the cussing and also just not even the cussing necessarily, just certain things they talk about. But we'll see.
The funniest
some
gag.
Of the costumes in the game is scandalous. For the women, they're like half naked half the time. So
hey. The funniest gag in the trailers is the whole rolling up the window because the pee and Ariana Greenblatt and exceeding what the instructions were or whatever. Like Kevin Hart, you don't cast Kevin Hart and not do some comedy.
Yeah. Well,
and it's like historically, video game movies are poop.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, given a scale, man, unfortunately.
I think video game should be better off more in a TV series, but you could flesh it out more. It's more of a story.
So you
I mean,
like
look
Halo?
what Last of Us. I don't mind Halo. Halo ain't, I mean, I enjoy it, but like Last of Us, come on, that's unreal.
The best video game movie ever is just over a year old and it's animated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super Mario Bros.
can't argue that.
Sonic, and the Sonic movies ain't bad either. You know what I mean? But it's.
Are they good though?
I enjoy them. I'm a simple person.
They're enjoyable. I wouldn't call them good.
Yeah.
I would say the best
But
animated and best live action video game movies both came out last year. Like I think Gran Turismo was fire.
Yeah, but is that really based on a video game or the true story that involves the video game?
That is the loophole. I think it's one of those like the movie within the movie situations.
Right.
It still counts.
I think
Because unfortunately, yeah, I mean, it was a good movie.
To me, the best video game movie of all time. It was
Street
the best,
Fighter.
worst movie I've ever saw. Soundtrack.
Double Dragon.
Was hell no. Was the original Mortal Kombat. That
movie was awesome.
It was so bad it was good. That's the thing. I love that movie.
It's bad. I think it's basically Into the Dragon with Mortal Kombat slapped on it. And
True.
It has some
the soundtrack was fire.
And you want to talk about bad fighting movies? You talk about Street Fighter.
Y'all about to take my host hat because I like the 21 Mortal Kombat a little better.
Oh no, not that.
Well.
So what's the next subject?
I don't like the creative player. Like, the hell no. I don't like the creative player. But like for effects and shit, yeah.
My name Cold.
The effects and shit, like I'm hyped for the sequel.
I'm curious. Yeah. Cold.
But
we got all these characters.
Again, like last episode, 40 years ago on this day, Mr. LaRusso learned how to wax on and wax off paws. And took down. Yeah, man, like this shit just remind me of Cobra Kai. In summary, Karate Kid is 40 years old.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So 1984. I should have had y'all prep a list because I was gonna say what's y'all top 5 from 84, and off rip.
Yeah, that's an easy list to make.
Yeah,
I would say Terminator, Ghostbusters, Elm Street, Beverly Hills Cop, Karate Kid.
That's a good one.
Temple of Doom, close 6.
That's a good one.
Rocket, spit something.
To me, it's Nightmare on Elm Street. That's one. You also have, movies like The Terminator, Gremlins, Indiana Jones, Karate Kid, but also you got movies like Ghostbusters, and then there's some hidden gems like Red Dawn. You have Revenge of the Nerds, Police Academy,
16 Candles,
16 Splash. Here's one movie people don't talk about: Night of the Comet. Love that movie.
Yeah, that's a cult classic.
Amadeus.
Amadeus, Best Picture winner. Best Picture winner. You have the original Children of the Corn. And I need to mention it since I live in this state. If not, I get lynched.
Bachelor Party.
Purple Rain. Purple Rain came out.
And you took all Cygnus Thunder. You took all Eric's Thunder.
Oh man.
He about to log out now. You done took Prince away.
No, I'm glad you got mentioned, but yeah.
Blood Simple. I count Blood Simple as 85.
Yeah, that's technical. Well, yeah, the way
the widest release was January of 85. Hold on. Ho.
Uh-oh. What was that?
Breakin' and Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo was both 84.
2 movies, yep. 2 movies in 1 year.
No wonder them motherfuckers is dookie.
And also...
Beat Street.
Yep.
Oh, did I pass that up?
It should be in there somewhere. So, it was a...
Beat Street, there it is.
Yeah, because that's when Canon Films was coming into their own, and they were just...
Yeah.
start banging out movies.
Christmas Carol with George C. Scott.
I mean, and the thing is, there's some hidden gems. Like you have
Conan the Destroyer.
Beverly Hills Cop.
That is
Master of the
not
Stone.
a hidden gem. That is a motherfucking classic.
No, but I mean, like I said, you got some big. I mean, like I said, you have Police Academy. Police Academy came out in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Cheech and Chong did the Koreiskin brothers. I didn't say that right.
Classic, Buckaroo Banzai. That another.
Oh yeah.
Coppola dropped the Cotton Club.
Bro, 84 has got to be one of the best movie years in history. History.
Unless you're talking about Dune, because that shit was trash.
Well,
yeah, it's just ill-advised. David Lynch shouldn't have touched that.
Original Firestarter.
Now that you say that, we should jump into 85 then after you mentioned Dune. So let's go.
I'm just in the F's, doggy. Flamingo Kid, Footloose, Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Obviously, Ghostbusters. Gremlins. We talked about them last episode. Fuck, it's Heartbreaker sounds familiar.
I don't know, Randy. I don't know if you've seen this movie. I don't know if you've seen this movie, but it was like, Eric, you probably know when I mentioned it. It was one of Melanie Griffith's like early movies. Okay, and it's I know if I mention the name, Eric, you'll get it. The group who sang this song, Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Wow. Look at Randy. He's ready to.
It ain't for that. It ain't for that. I made a discovery.
And the name of the movie?
Try not to vomit.
The name of the movie is called Body Double.
Body Double. Oh yeah. I couldn't watch that. That was.
I saw that underneath the dining room table. My dad passed out on the couch, and I'm like this, watching it underneath the table. I was like, I gotta see this movie.
There was a made-for-TV sequel to The Jerk.
Really?
The Jerk 2, TOO.
No, never heard of it.
I vaguely.
Trying to keep the lunch down. Johnny Dangerously.
But yeah. So one movie.
Last Starfighter.
So speaking of that right there, so The Last Starfighter, directed by Michael Myers.
Who you mean?
Michelle Mabel.
That's a great movie.
So 1984
I threw Eric off.
He's stupid. So 1984. Trivia time. 1984 came the only movie John Carpenter directed that got an Oscar nomination.
Word.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So Jeff Bridges got nominated for Best Actor for.
It's on
Starman.
Starman. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yep. One of his. I don't know. It wasn't a flop, was it? Can you call it underrated?
Yeah.
All I'm talking about is
Karen Allen's in it.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Not many people talk about it though.
Yeah, it's one of his rare well, not rare, but he did more. Just people think he's only a horror director, but
Karen
he
Allen
did a
in
lot
her
of
prime, bro.
Yeah, but he was a cutie.
But you got to think about it though too. Is like, yeah, The Thing is a horror flick, but it's a sci-fi horror flick.
The Thing is sci-fi, horror, mystery.
It's fantastic.
It's everything.
Yeah. So.
But I think that's the thing with, like you said, with John Carpenter. Starman was a sci-fi movie, but it didn't have no, like, it was a thing of its own. But he was already known for, Halloween, like all these other ones. That's why I don't think people talk about Starman as much.
Yeah.
It's like
1984.
I don't know another comparison, but it's like when Lil Wayne did that rock album. It's like when motherfuckers do a certain thing and they do it so well for so long, and then they try something new, it just automatically catches backlash.
Yeah, it seems not because it's actually bad.
Yeah.
But it's different.
Yeah.
A lot of people,
Missing in Action.
A lot of stuff like that.
Muppets Take Manhattan. National Lampoon's The Joy of Sex.
So go back to that.
Them motherfuckers was raunchy as hell.
Go back to that.
Which one?
Mission in Action.
It was filmed second
Mm-hmm. Yep. But it turned out to be the better movie, so they released it first.
That's correct. Circle gets a
Really? I
square.
never knew that. Never knew that.
Bro, we were just talking about this shit in the group chat when Nick bought them boutique label releases.
Bro.
Oh wow, that's a
Not true. How many of those movies came out in that series?
At least 3.
3.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. And they basically,
But because it's Chuck Norris, you just assume there's way more.
It's a stacked year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even when
I'm only at the ends.
The lesser known movies.
That's what I'm saying.
The Natural.
Yeah.
The Never Ending Story. Night of the Comet. Nightmare on Elm Street.
See, to me, The Natural's in my top 10.
Once Upon a Time in America.
You know? Yeah, man, that's another good one right there.
It's a superhero movie in there somewhere that you didn't mention.
I'm not at the S's yet, fool.
So you know what it is. So
we said Police Academy. Purple Hearts, Purple Rain, Racing with the Moon, Sean Penn, Nicolas Cage, The Razor's Edge, Chico, Bill Murray's in that.
Stupid.
Red Dawn, Repo Man, Revenge of the Nerds, Hitting These Motherfuckers, we already said. Romancing the Stone, shout out to Zemeckis the GOAT. Silent Night, Deadly Night, 16 Candles. Splash, Star Trek 3, Starman.
So
Supergirl.
84 was a, what do you call it? I guess there's a name for it, like White House.
It's called 2 Years Before Greatness.
2 years, oh, shut up. Now, what's the White House Down and the other movie?
When two
studios, Olympus is falling, but go off.
Olympus is falling. The first one.
Somebody fell.
It's two studios playing chicken, and the one with the bigger budget got the better release date, but the one that was released in the spring was actually the better movie.
Mm-hmm. So there's a movie in 84 I don't think you named because y'all might not be familiar with it.
I probably skipped over it.
And I'm going to read, so, let's see. I'm going to read the description. You ready?
Nope.
All right, so selfish teen.
A
selfish teen is coerced. A selfish teen is coerced into joining a government project.
Top secret.
In which psychics are trained into going into each other's dreams.
Not a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, exactly. Dreamscape.
Dennis Quaid is in there.
Yeah.
What's her name?
So what's its? Damn. I guess doppelganger.
Yeah, she got 2 movies that year. Capshaw.
Kate Capshaw, Spielberg's wife. Yep.
She was in Temple of Doom.
Why does the poster for Dreamscape look like a bootleg Indiana Jones movie?
It looked just like the same person did it. I forget his name.
What the hell?
My favorite poster artist. It is literally
Drew Struzan.
That's him.
And then David Patrick Kelly's in there, and also Max Van. What's his name?
Norm from Cheers is in this bitch.
Yeah, good old
George Wendt
is in there.
Dennis Quaid
is in that one.
Mm-hmm.
So what's its doppelganger?
Well, kinda really Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
Just
because dreams are involved in both, there's no killer in Dreamscape.
Yeah, have you seen Dreamscape?
If I sound like a jackass, it sounds like I haven't.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Scanners too, Dreamscape.
Yeah, it's kind of like, there's definitely a killer, and it's David Patrick Kelly.
Poster,
he's not in the movie as a good guy.
The poster screams adventure, not horror.
Yeah, it's definitely it's sci-fi horror.
American dark science fiction adventure film, according to Wikipedia.
I would consider it like a psychological thriller.
Are there razors?
Yeah.
Is there a sweater, hat, and razors?
Not in this movie.
Not in this movie.
Wesley Craven can never be duplicated.
Wesley.
Man. What did? So it was A Nightmare on Elm Street. Was it? I don't. Dead ass is not an old person joke. Are y'all aware if there was like a Craven Carpenter like rivalry like in the media or anything?
No, not really.
No.
Okay,
They were friends.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah, and they were just and yeah, they had a lot in common because they got jerked around by like the bigger movie studios. That's
No
why
shit.
a lot of their movies, they took the independent routes after they would do the big studio movie.
No shit.
Cause yeah,
Man.
but Nightmare on Elm Street.
And they still milk and Scream.
Yeah.
And Halloween.
I mean-
keeping it a buck. Shit.
Randy,
Yeah.
be ready to buy another 4K, Randy, because they're dropping that one this year on 4K, the first one.
Which one?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No.
Yeah.
The only way I'm buying new Nightmare on Elm Street is if Scream
Oh, you said you're
Factory
not gonna buy
does
4K.
a
Randy
box
don't like
set like
4K.
Halloween and Friday the 13th.
Now,
The next,
if I say
I might buy that Red Eye. I don't want to, but it's
4K?
like, yeah, because it's like they're not
Yeah.
putting that shit just on Blu-ray.
No, you gotta get that.
yeah,
And Nick was right. Like that upcoming cover art is way better.
yeah, good old.
Cillian Murphy, Rachel
So-
McAdams, Wes Craven, like that's a good ass movie. Again, Brian Cox.
Mm-hmm.
And go, yeah. So, I want to say 20 things. So Michael Crichton, what comes to mind when I say his
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Yep.
name? Yeah. So what did he do in 1984 though?
Wrote Jurassic Park.
So wrote Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Oh man, one of my favorite movies as a kid because the villain had a gun where the bullets could go around the corner.
The prequel to Wanted, motherfucker? I don't know.
oh,
Oh,
There you go. You know
Tom
it.
Selleck. Tom Selleck.
There you go.
Magnum PI.
Runaway. We
Runaway.
lost Randy again, right?
Yep.
No,
Gene Simmons
I
is
started
in that.
thinking about
Cynthia
Kanye.
Rhodes is in that. I've been
Yeah.
trying to get that movie forever. They only
Oh,
have it
baby,
on
ooh.
Blu-ray.
It's hard to find.
Yeah, bro, that movie's awesome. That movie's
Yeah.
awesome.
Michael Crichton, people forget, is a filmmaker. He directed that.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
I was unaware.
Kirstie
And,
Alley's in that too.
Christy, yeah. Woo, she was
Yeah,
prime.
I know. Oh yeah.
Prime.
Oh, yeah.
Kirstie Alley. I'm sorry, Kirstie Alley.
Kirstie Alley. Yep.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah, and who's the
no.
villain?
No,
Remember
yeah, it's Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, that dude.
He plays, I think, Luther, something like that.
Yeah, Luther. He's a scientist, which is
I'm
hilarious.
sold off of this poster.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
The best is the mechanical robots. The
spiders.
The spiders. Yeah.
And with the poison is the acid needles.
They had to do something with
Bro,
Tom
that movie's
Selleck in the
dope.
movies after they didn't give him Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
The movie's good though. That's a good movie.
Is that?
That was Wanted before Wanted.
Yeah, he had
That's why I made the joke,
the
bro.
heat-seeking bullets, and they
Yep. That movie's dope.
and there's a joke. Gene Simmons like take a shot every time he says Ramsey.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
No, you gotta
watch.
But yeah, it's. I don't know. Where would it be? It's probably streaming somewhere. But he said I'm sold off the poster.
I'm sold off the poster. Let me see.
Yeah, it's the poster with the two of them on it. With they.
They're kind. Yeah, they're kind of doing
Yeah.
the.
Yeah.
The Charlie Angel pose.
Yeah. How is the? I don't know the availability. You said some of there's an own Blu-ray.
It's.
But it's on Blu-ray overseas. Like I think it's region B locked. Though.
It's
That's
not
the thing.
streaming.
That sucks.
It's not streaming.
That's the thing though too, which I don't get. Like movies come out on physical, but overseas has so many other movies on physical that we don't even have over here, which makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like
This is distribution crap.
Yeah, it's like Killers of the Flower Moon. Yeah, you could buy it overseas. I mean, we could get it here on 4K because 4K is region free. So if you have a 4K play, you can watch it. But besides that, it's not even released here in the States.
Mm-mm. And the movie, oh crap! What is the independent video
Damn, like,
distributor?
this motherfucker- This motherfucker really directed some shit.
Michael Crichton.
Yeah.
Yeah. People think he's just, Jurassic Park. He's
Nah,
his so-called claim to
Sphere,
fame.
13th Warrior, Twister.
He did Coma. He did Coma too.
Yeah, back in the 70s. Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Looker. Physical Evidence.
He did. Just looking at it here, the Great Train Robbery that has Donald Sutherland too. So.
Ooh.
Man, they're about to bastardize Twister. I know he ain't wrote shit for that movie. They just coming off the top.
What you talking about?
The new Twister movie.
Oh yeah, that's what is?
Glenn Powell.
All right, so 1984, another movie you missed because you probably are familiar with it, Randy.
Excuse me.
I didn't mean to make it sound like that. No, so about a month ago now, another actor was a
Joseph Kosinski wrote the new Twister movie. Story by Joseph Kosinski, based on characters by Michael Crichton. I'm hype again.
Oh, so he wrote the screenplay?
Let's work. Yeah. And that that F1, that racing movie with Brad Pitt and Damson Idris got a release date. Next June.
Look at you discovering.
Look at the big brain on Brad.
This 84 movie that it came out with the last Starfighter.
Lance Guess?
No, it's another movie. Came out the same day as the last Starfighter in 84.
Interesting.
July 13th.
So it's if I'm not mistaken, according to Wikipedia, but the movie is the actor who passed away about a month ago now, Dabney Coleman.
And
Henry Thomas from
E.T.
So Vinegar Syndrome, they released a nice Blu-ray, and I recommend it. And a young what's the name in like one of his non-villain roles. What was his name? William Forsett.
Oh,
yeah, he he owned like a computer shop. He wasn't even William Forsett. He was Bill Forsett. That's how young he was. And he was a nerd. Can you imagine him as a nerd? No. But yeah, Cloak and Dagger. Dabney Coleman played a dual role. He was the little boy's father, and he was also his imaginary friend. And it's a spy thriller, like you said. It's an awesome movie.
Yeah. The funny thing is, you're saying Vinegar Syndrome. They have what they call them, those VSU sets where they come in the box.
Yeah.
Like you could still buy the movie itself.
Yeah, but that set.
It's already out of print. I missed it too.
Yeah.
I missed it too.
Well, yeah, I gotta. Hopefully they'll do a reprint. Like speaking of video game movies, Umbrella, they're doing a reprint of the 93 Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
in case y'all are interested in that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'd buy it.
I'll tell you this though, Umbrella makes some good stuff.
Yeah, they do.
It's all quality, nice box sets and all that.
It's not like Disney's gonna give us a re-release. Some boutique label might as well do it.
See, that's the thing with that Disney Sony, partnership. What people don't realize is Sony's just a distributor.
Yeah.
They don't decide. Sony's not deciding, we're going to drop that. No, Disney's telling Sony, we're dropping this movie. Sony's just distributing it. That's the only thing.
Put all this bullshit out and don't put any cardboard sleeves on it.
I don't know what to do. It's somewhere. We got to do some digging on that. That's I don't know, y'all. Non-collectors out there. It sounds very strange.
Side note, though.
I told y'all about this years ago when it happened. I witnessed something that was so bizarre to me. It was my ex-in-laws, my ex-father-in-law. He bought like 4 movies from Best Buy, right? They were Blu-rays. I each had slip covers. He took all of the slip covers off and threw them in the garbage.
Hey,
good thing he's ex.
It was so, and I couldn't even. I'm like, why are you throwing these away? I'm like, dude, you could. And he's like, so they could fit in so they could fit an entertainment thing. I'm like, okay, man, whatever.
Hey, Chris Stuckman, goofy ass, used to do that shit too. Like I remember,
Really?
I
I didn't
remember him
notice that.
like doing a collection video probably over 10 years ago, and he like opened a drawer that all his slipcovers were in.
I remember that.
Right?
I remember that now. I remember opening the drawer and he had the things in there. Yeah, so you can put notice a little.
Back in the humble days.
I don't know. Yeah.
You know, that's what makes me laugh, though. That's what makes me laugh. Is like, that's why I appreciate. Like, I don't. Vinegar Syndrome has some weird ass shit. Not gonna lie, they got some porn, pretty much. They got some weird shit.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day,
The
though,
fuck?
I will give them credit because they'll have stuff on their site where it's like either the big nice box sets or they'll have stuff with it. They make one of the best slip covers out of anybody. Whether the movie's good or bad, those slip covers, you buy movies just for the slip cover. That's how good those things are. And at the end of the day, if they run out of those slip covers because they're limited, they'll still sell you the movie, but at a cheaper price.
Yeah, just in the plain case.
Yeah, if you go to Walmart or Target, if your movie comes with a slip cover, it's X amount of dollars. But if it does, when they run out, they still charge you the same price.
It's still the same price, yeah.
You better knock off $1 or $2 off of that price because I mean, that's part of the packaging.
Exactly.
To me, if a
Exactly.
movie comes with a slip cover, it's part of the packaging, and if you're selling it to me without it, I should get a discount.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
But there's another movie. It's hard to find. I think the whole movie might be on YouTube.
Night of the Comet.
But I posted. Night of the Comet is that's real easy to find.
Ninja 3: The Domain.
Scream Factory has that.
Scream, yeah.
Paris, Texas.
Shout Factory, Scream Factory. Nope, movie with RoboCop before he was RoboCop.
Well, I need another random title. Don't say it yet.
Terry Garr, Corey Haim's first movie. Robert Downey Jr. was in this movie.
Swing Shifts. Sword of the Valiant. Tank.
And it was a young actor who he just named in 1984 movie.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to.
Thief of Hearts. Tightrope. Yo, speaking of 84, I'm taking over this whole shit right quick. Did that Toxic Avenger with fucking Peter Dinklage ever come out?
No. It's just probably on a shelf somewhere. Probably having distribution problems, speaking of which.
All right.
Randy, I said the title earlier. I just didn't give it the full title. I just said the name.
Oh, you know what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Go off.
It's a zany movie. It's a weird movie.
I ain't seen it.
Go ahead, name it.
Buckaroo The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai and the Eighth Dimension.
I forget. That also came in 84, but that's not it.
Oh, it's not.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Gotcha.
The one.
So the movie I'm talking about is a teenager must protect his family when his mother's sinister new boyfriend begins exerting his authority in her new home.
Under the volcano.
I know which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
Firstborn.
Firstborn.
That's me. Shout out my siblings. I am the firstborn.
Really? You're the oldest, huh?
I am the oldest. You could have never guessed, huh?
I forgot Corey Haim is in that movie.
His first movie.
That's not the one with
his very first movie. It's a decent movie. It's about.
That's not the one with Carlos Estevez, is it?
No, that's not Carlos Estevez. No, that's you talking about Lucas. That came out a year or two later. I think 86. And nothing happened in 86. But
in retrospect, that is a stacked cast.
Mm-hmm. But which movie?
This Firstborn.
This Firstborn, yeah. Because I posted a scene as trivia when they were in the kitchen. Robert Downey Jr. You start going through all the movies. I don't know if you remember
didn't get the
that.
answer.
Yeah, he did.
Bro, Rocket, bro. I said Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, The Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Bro, at least you guessed. I didn't even take your guess.
But yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. When Eric put those things up, even though if I know the movie, I get
they're legit hard.
Like, oh.
The ones that I get are really easy.
Yeah, but you see the people that be getting them, they be getting them quick too.
Nah, bro, them's your burner accounts. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
He said a burner account.
Cinephile Kevin Durant looking ass.
So it's how long we got? Because I gotta go one movie for a very specific reason. and I'll send y'all the video. I don't know if y'all actually seen this movie.
Hold on, like y'all, you gotta go, like you gotta bounce.
Oh no, I'm saying we have enough time to talk.
Oh yeah, we got 7-ish minutes.
So, 1984. I don't know what the American release date is, but it came out in its home country of Hong Kong.
Kung Fu.
It's no, you just make that tape up. Yeah,
I think
that's a cartoon.
I'm about to say, I think that's a real thing.
It is.
That's a real thing.
So, August 17th, 1984, in this country of Hong Kong, and it has one of this actors unanimously agreed best fights. It's a martial arts movie.
Jackie Chan.
It's a movie with Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, Yun Biao, called Wheels on Meals. And the fight scene is with Jackie Chan and the great Benny Urquidez.
Meals on Wheels.
Wheels on Meals. It's a weird title. Wheels on Meals.
That's not even on Wikipedia.
I've seen the link. I'm looking at it right now.
Not on this 84 page that I'm looking at.
Yeah, because it's not it's American release. It's like not listed.
It's fucking.
But
there's the release dates aren't on this page like they used to be. Like when I go do my July anniversaries, I'm gonna be fucked. That has nothing to do with this episode.
So yeah, I don't know when it came out in America, but in Hong Kong, August 17th. But yeah, I'm gonna send y'all this fight scene. And I agree, and that's saying something. Jackie Chan's best fight scene.
I don't want trouble.
Then he beat up everybody in the room.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I'm looking it up now. It's on Pluto TV and Freevee. So if you got Prime,
that's bad for you.
Yeah,
you can watch it on Freevee.
Yeah, this I posted a little clip some time ago when they were fighting outside. But yeah, it's just it holds up to the 40 years later the fight choreography because they've always been 10 steps ahead of American fight choreography.
Americans fat and lazy. What you expect?
Yeah, but yeah, this is one of the best. Yeah, Randy knows this name one movie will come to Randy's mind when I mention the company that made this movie, Golden Harvest.
Hit me, Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles. That's a shame. I knew that. Yeah, but yeah, Golden Harvest. It has some bangers, and this is one of them. Yeah, look up the fight between Jackie Chan and Benny the Jet.
There's not a proper U.S. release date on IMDb for this. Like
for Wheels on Meals?
Yeah, video premiere January 1st, 98. Straight up.
It's just here.
You've probably seen way more martial art movies than I have, but one of my favorite
sidekicks
fighting martial art fighting movies around is The Raid. It's The Raid Redemption, the first one, but why they call it Redemption because it's the first one. I don't get it, but
right.
But to me, that whole movie was like each fight scene was better than the next. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, no, it's and it introduced everybody to the Indonesian style.
Yeah.
What, Randy?
I ain't say shit. For once, I ain't say shit.
I ain't say Pencak Silat is the martial arts that they use in Indonesia. Randy knew that. And, but speaking of martial arts,
I took 2 years of Taekwondo.
2 years, that's it?
I was like 6 and 7. Like, I ain't even retain none of that shit.
Oh, it's never too late to go back.
I know. I dead ass want to.
But martial arts, let's go back to the 84 movie that came out today. Because
I love
they
that
actually
shit.
covered this in the TV show that the famous, it's so much to unpack.
I love the Karate Kid.
Artist, as an actual martial artist, y'all know the crane kick technique is not real, right?
If Daniel San pulled that shit off, that shit is real.
And then it's the thing of what Johnny was complaining about in Cobra Kai, the show. The move is illegal.
It's illegal, yeah. He always says that, yeah.
Mr. Miyagi would not teach no illegal techniques. What are we talking about? You not finna be smart to classic.
Yeah.
Bro, my man's directed Rocky, Karate Kid Part 2, and then went into a slump.
Yeah. Even though Karate Kid 3, talk about that. But Rocky 5, ooh, he did Rocky 5, ooh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He did.
Ooh.
I don't know what he did in between Rocky and the Karate Kid, but he got Rocky, John G. Alvinson.
I was, yeah.
He got Rocky, and he got the 3 Karate Kids in Rocky 5, but Karate Kid 3 and Rocky 5 is booty cheeks.
Yeah. It was, it in both series, it just like nosediving and do anything.
Why? What was
But-
Stallone doing? Why he couldn't direct Rocky 5? Did he write? Who did he write Rocky 5? We getting off like the topic a little bit.
That's a good question. I don't know, because he hates it.
Yeah,
They tried something different and it didn't work. And
Rightfully
he's
so.
upfront and honest about it. Yeah, Rocky 5. Did he write it? We'll have to look it up. Hang in there, people. This is what we do.
Bruh, like Karate Kid was so good. They brought back
he
so
wrote
many
it.
actors for Cobra
No.
Kai.
You know what's funny about that though? How do you go from directing Rocky, a Best Picture winner, and then you go to Rocky 5?
It just shows. I mean, it's just a deep. I guess-
A Golden Raspberry winner.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
Serious.
I'm talking shit. This
But yeah,
motherfucker
no, but back
passed
to
in
the original.
2017.
Karate Kid.
2 minutes.
Oh, but yeah, shout out to Bill Conti. Now we all know the Rocky thing, dun, 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 dun. And then the Asian infused score for obvious reasons was done by the same guy, Bill Conti. And listen, I mean, if it's ever talk about versatility, but yeah, Karate Kid. Ralph Macchio looking like 15. He was 22.
Dang.
Before we break, John G. Alverson did Slow Dancing in the Big City, The Formula, nominated for a Razzie, Neighbors, Traveling Hopefully, nominated for the Academy Award for Best Documentary, and he did A Night in Heaven before the Karate Kid. But we'll be back and we'll probably still be talking about Karate Kid. So there was Ralph Macchio, William Zabka, Pat, I'm gonna butcher his last name, Elizabeth Shue, Morita, and I still said it wrong. And it's the Karate Kid is so fucking good.
This Oscar-nominated performance.
Yes. It's just like that's like I said, like martial arts in general is just like it's not about fighting. It's about discipline and responsibility and peace, you know what I'm saying? And that's the lesson to be had. And then you got Cobra Kai and like Neil Patrick Harris and How I Met Your Mother talking about Johnny was the hero. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. That's funny how But it's interesting. It's still related going to Cobra Kai when Johnny is talking to the kid and he's telling his side of the story, how he saw everything. Miguel. And he's telling his side, which is intriguing. You get to see like the scene on the beach. We see like, oh, I see this guy talking to my girl on the beach, and I'm like, that's
a good,
yeah. He gives not that the movie needs it, but he gives it
the alternate perspective.
Yeah, but and the fight choreographer, I forgot why we mentioned him before, and so the fight choreographer has a cameo in the movie. He's the referee. So Patty Johnson. And R.I.P. Rest in peace. Recently just passed away. Also the fight choreographer for the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Hey.
But yeah, he's in the movie. But the
sidebar.
What'd you get?
Sidebar. The original Ninja Turtles comic came out in '84.
Oh goodness, that's true. Wow. Man, 84 was a hell of a year.
Still 2 years before greatness,
original.
Though.
And kiddos, we're not talking about the cartoon from 87.
Yeah.
We're talking about the hardcore comic, the black and white comic.
That's what they'll never 84. Do it, man. But I want a movie that's that comic accurate. All red bandanas, graphic as fuck.
Yeah. That had to be super. Yeah.
Like if they come through with this last Ronin movie, that's as close as we'll get.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but like you said, speaking about what karate is and martial arts in general, and one of the greatest lines that Miyagi said, talking about the Cobra Kai. He said, "No such thing, bad student, only bad teacher."
Facts.
And he talking about Kreese.
Mm-hmm.
And a great performance, Marty
Yeah.
Cole. Like you're a pushy little bastard, but I like that. I like that.
That military mindset really doesn't mix with martial arts.
No.
No.
You can make it work, but for the most part, and not that old school hard nosed, Vietnam
Yeah.
mindset. Then yeah, because they take it and they abuse it, and because
Yeah.
it's some. Yeah, but yeah, Karate Kid is yeah, it's but also what is it? The Karate Kid. Revenge of the Nerds came out the same year, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it did.
That's a connection.
I gotta hear this.
No, it's an actor. The black guy from Revenge of the Nerds, who is
The black guy
right.
saying the black guy.
yeah. I'm sorry, I forget his
I
name.
forgot he was on Cobra Kai. Yeah,
He was part on the Cobra Kai squad.
Yeah.
And he was what was his name in Revenge of the Nerd? Lamar.
Or there you go, Larry B.
He was
Scott.
a gay guy. Larry B. Scott. It was Lamar. What was his name? Did he have a name in Karate Kid?
I don't know.
They better not put him down as black guy.
Black guy. Looks like looks like he did some shit on Seinfeld.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Larry
No, does he
B.
not? Did he not have a name
I'm gonna
in
look
the
it up.
cast?
I'm working
I'm
on
gonna
it.
look it up right now.
No, but yeah. So that was so he was busy.
Oh, where?
Yeah,
What
but
the hell? Larry B. Scott.
Jerry.
oh man,
They called him Jerry.
Jerry. Interesting.
Listen,
He's better than black
Jerry.
guy. So
Either you hold
Yeah.
him or you can move it the fuck on. Wrong
But
Jerry,
no,
my bad.
One of the best scenes in the movie. So who's ever really any Happy Day fans here?
No.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Happy Days, Defines. Hey,
yeah, Henry Winkler, Pat Moriarty, yeah,
hey.
Ron Howard, all them
Like,
guys.
So
yeah.
Pat Murray had y'all people.
I know what Happy Days is.
Unless you were a fan of Happy Days, people thought Miyagi, Pat Morita talked like that.
Oh,
Pat Morita thought like he's from California.
yeah.
He's a comedian. People didn't know he was a stand-up comedian, Pat Morita. And yeah, he got nominated. He lost the Oscar to another Asian actor that year, Hung Sung-nor from The Killing Fields. And Killing Fields with Kevin Kline. No dice, y'all.
I heard of the movie, never seen it.
Oh man, it's a tough. It's a hell of a movie. It's a tough one of the hard drama movies, but yeah. But the whole build up to the paint the fence and he's wax on, wax off. How many times have we heard this in our lives?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time he's teaching them secretly
Yeah.
martial art techniques. Yeah, paint the fence, up, down, wax on, and some actual basic techniques in Okinawan karate. Yep, some blocking techniques. Then he teaches them how to strike. But yeah, classic movie. Did this dude? He recently passed away. The director we spoke of. If I'm not mistaken, please.
In 17.
Yeah, 17. And, up until then, he could say, even with those clunkers, but he could still say, I directed Rocky and The Karate Kid.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's true.
That's all you need to say.
I mean, hey, yeah, like not everything is gonna hit. Like you're gonna have some duds, you're gonna have some bangers.
Yeah, Spielberg got a couple of duds.
Yeah,
Nobody's
That's a
perfect
fact.
unless you're-
1941.
Yeah, and it's a couple of perfect directors out there, in my opinion. But we'll get to that on another episode.
Nah, you gonna give me a name right now.
Ryan Coogler was one of
I
mine.
name.
All
Ryan
right, yeah,
Coogler was
right.
one.
I give you that, Ryan Coogler.
He got 3 movies, cuz.
Got 4.
4.
Yeah, I've been drinking. He got 4 movies, cuz.
All right, I got another Denis Villeneuve.
Dennis.
Okay.
Dennis Villeneuve, what I used to call us back in the day.
Can't argue.
Um,
Cannot argue
Alright,
that.
but-
Speaking of Denny Villeneuve, I guess his Jonathan Majors got a role with his brother.
Yeah, his brother's directing. That's curious.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but another movie coming out in about less than a week, about a week. The fourth movie in the
About
Beverly
2.
Hills Cop.
About 2. Your math ain't mathing.
Yeah, the little one. When is it? Is it the third?
It's July either 3rd or
I don't know
5th.
why I'm thinking. I don't know why I'm thinking it's later than it is. It's only the 22nd. Yeah, I want to hurry up and get to. So Beverly Hills Cop, 1984. Oh, what you got?
I thought you was gonna talk about the new one.
Oh, now the original with 21-year-old Eddie Murphy, 22-year-old Eddie Murphy.
That's crazy.
Time flies, baby.
Yeah. And if you're ever feeling bad about yourself, y'all, I want y'all to Google. He's bless him, but it is what it is. John Ashton, who played Taggart in Beverly Hills Cop. You know, he was 36 years old.
I thought he was older.
Damn.
I thought he was older.
Exactly. He's yeah.
That's a rough 36. All
Right,
due
that's my
respect.
Exactly. If y'all ever feeling bad about age 8, some people out there, you know, I'll take a little gray hair and this and that.
Yep. Got that George Costanza, bro. Because even that shit, Jason Alexander was in his early 30s in Seinfeld when that shit started.
Yeah, people.
He was already receding.
But yeah, now Beverly Hills Cop is
Classic.
Yeah, classic movie. But I'm gonna throw you a curveball. This isn't Eddie Murphy's only movie in 1984.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I know it's not, but I don't know what the other one's called.
I'll tell you this. And Eric, tell me if I'm right. I'm not going to say the movie.
Yeah,
from
go ahead.
doing a fantastic movie like Beverly Hills Cop to doing one of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah, it was.
That shit is so bad, it's not even listed on Wikipedia.
It was an ill-informed movie. I've seen worse, but
Oh,
a movie with
Best
Dudley
Defense.
Moore
Oh, man.
and Eddie Murphy called Best Defense.
The Feds.
Yeah, and it's like they filmed. I saw the movie because it's Eddie Murphy. It's like they filmed the movie, and then hey, somehow they got Eddie Murphy, and they filmed another movie and put them together. Y'all will know what I'm saying when you watch the movie.
This is the loophole.
Not-
The film did not originally feature Eddie Murphy's character and was solely a Dudley Moore film. So that's the loophole.
So I was right.
That's a trash Dudley Moore movie.
So I think
also-
I knew that, and yeah,
And Kate
Did you understand
Capshaw
how-
is in that motherfucker too.
How
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy signed on, why he signed on.
I don't know that. Was it?
Money.
So they approached him originally with the script, and he, I'm using my words, said basically it was a trash script. He wanted nothing to do with this and all that. And I guess they wanted him so bad that, like Randy said, they were filming the movie and they were still coming back to him. So what they did was on the final script, they said, we will pay you this much. So he said, this movie's trash. He makes fun of it. And then when he saw how much they were going to pay him, he's like, yo, okay, let's do the movie then. So he did it basically for the money. That's
Yeah, they
at the
paid
very
him.
end.
Paid him a grip. I mean, it don't sound like a lot by today's. I think he got paid. This is 40 years ago. He got paid $2 million.
Hey,
I'll take it.
money
What's
talks.
inflation?
like
on $2
Charlie
million
Sheen.
40 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Beverly Hills Cop, classic movie. Oh man, and it's funny how stuff that we've all seen.
And it's like,
right?
where's it at? What's the Best Defense release date was what? It was July of '84. Beverly
so it
Hills.
came out after.
It came out after?
I mean, I'm asking. I think Beverly Hills Cop was it June?
I thought Beverly Hills Cop was later. Beverly Hills Cop was
it
December
later?
of '84. It's like he knew he had another.
Oh,
He had a banger in his back pocket.
yeah. So, he was cool. He was cool.
Hell
And
yeah.
answer me this here, because I'm a movie nerd and I remember lines in this. So, what month did the movie take place? Beverly Hills Cop.
Christmas time.
Wasn't no fucking Christmas
not
time.
real life. Within the movie, which month?
Oh, it's in the movie. Oh,
Yeah, my fault.
I was like,
Shit, I don't even know.
So
yeah,
they're
me
in the
neither.
club.
I just watched these
Remember the
motherfuckers
two
like
guys
8
come
months
in?
ago.
Remember when the two guys come in the club and they try to rob the club?
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Yeah, and he's talking, and it's great writing. So the movie was nominated for an Oscar for best screenplay for good reason. And Taggart, they got into it earlier. He punched him in the stomach, like, square off on me,
Yeah.
And in the club, two things are happening. Axel sees these guys about to shake down the club, and he sees an opportunity to gain the trust of Taggart. And he was like, "Hey, Taggart, you see those guys coming in with the black coats? It was like black jackets." You're like, "Yeah." You're like, "Man, it's June."
Yeah.
Like, what they got?
Yeah. Yeah, ain't no need for that. Yeah.
June,
Stupid criminals.
Yeah. Just looking at his filmography, I can see why Best Defense, well, the people that did that movie paid him. He was coming off 48 Hours as his first movie, and then he did Trading Places. So
yeah, I mean, he's just coming in.
But not gonna lie, he made up for it.
That was just an easy payday.
Yeah. At the time, Eddie was the flavor of the month. He wasn't Eddie Murphy yet, but he was the up and comer.
My question is, I don't know.
Bro, like, they wanted a star. He took a bag. Movie was trash. Everybody won though, except for the motherfuckers that went to see it.
Well, I watched the movie. Just like I said, it's Eddie Murphy.
I ain't watching.
No, don't.
I ain't watching that shit. Axel F though, let's motherfucking go.
At least 40 years almost. Yeah, 40 years later. Let's hope it's at least better than part 3.
It's gonna be better than 3. I will will that shit to be better than 3. Fuck Beverly Hills Cop 3.
But also from 82 to 92, I don't care anybody who's acting. In a decade, in a 10-year period, his worst movie was Best Defense.
Damn.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, as a whole, he'll go down as... Yeah, people don't realize, all you youngins out there, how
straight up
huge Eddie Murphy was. And even if you're a little younger, if you're like 30, 35 and younger, because he had a nice resurgence in the mid to late 90s. At least with the Nutty Professor.
I was about to say, it's called the Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
He did a movie called Metro that I think
underrated.
Underrated flick. Yeah.
And then he hit Mulan and then coasted into Shrek.
Yeah, Mulan. Yeah, Shrek.
He did Mullen. Yeah. Dr.
Doolittle.
Wait. Did I just hear Mullen?
Yeah. He did Mullen and Dr. Doolittle.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, tell me, I want to ask y'all personal opinion. So, I love this movie ever since I was little.
Our personal opinion, bro. We on YouTube right now, cuz.
Hey. No, but I want to know, because apparently a lot of people don't like this movie I'm about to bring up, like, as far as the series as a whole. And even when it came out new in 1984, a lot of people didn't like the violence, because, and we spoke about this, I think if it's even last episode, Spielberg, so George Lucas was going through a divorce, some personal stuff, and he wrote a lot of dark stuff into people getting their heart ripped out, and and so Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So apparently a lot of people, it's their least favorite. We'll talk about the trilogy even before the last two indie movies. The Temple of Doom was basically the least by a lot of everybody's the three Indiana Jones movies. And I don't know. I love The Last Crusade. I loved all of them. Mm-hmm. And Temple of Doom is a 5-star movie to me. And, my humble opinion. But
I would rank it as, to me, my favorite is Raiders. That's my favorite. But also, to me personally, it's, if anybody said Temple of Doom is one, or Raiders is one, or Last Crusade, which I think was a perfect ending to, at the time, that trilogy, I think any one of those, if someone said one, you ain't getting no argument from me, because they were all at that level. Mm-hmm. They were, to me, it's And to me, I enjoyed Temple of Doom.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
loved
Temple
it.
of Doom.
And then
Now,
people like to attack stuff, and so the it's not the worst. You're looking back, it's racial stereotypes.
like if you think about it too, let's take Temple of Doom, like you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
When they did these movies, like Raiders, Last Crusade, Temple of Doom, there is some historic fact in some of these. They do research. There's some little bit of historic fact in some of these movies and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But in real life, think about it. How many things right now that happen that we can't even explain? Everything has a little supernatural in it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, grabbing a guy's heart out of his chest and the heart's still beating and he's still alive. Yeah. Yeah.
That part is supposedly people, super fans of the movie, explain it. That's supposed not what actually happened. That's the voodoo. Like, he actually didn't get his heart ripped out, but that's what he's being forced to see. I'm just explaining, but he really, I guess, did get dipped into the lava. But
he was dying either way.
Lazarus Pit.
There you go. And so y'all tell me this. Do y'all know? A lot of people didn't know this. It's right there. Temple of Doom is a prequel.
Yeah, it's crazy the motherfuckers didn't know that.
Yeah, people...
Each one is a prequel to... Like, Raiders came out first, but each one, if you notice, each year is earlier than the next. Like, Last Crusade technically happened before... No, Last Crusade happened after that. But
there's a prelude.
Yeah, so
Last Crusade has a prelude.
The beginning part is
Yeah, so if you think about it, it actually goes Temple
R.I.P. River Phoenix,
Raiders, and then Last Crusade.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See,
they did the young.
I was in that normie camp of not a wide gap, but Temple of Doom being my least favorite. It's still my least favorite of the three in the 80s. But
by comparison,
watching them before Dial of Destiny, I bumped Temple of Doom from a 4.5 to a 5. I give all three 80s Indiana Jones movies 5 out of 5.
Yeah. And also, R.I.P. to Roy. I don't know if I always say his name, or Roy Chow. He was in Bloodsport. He was in Bloodsport, Game of Death. I remember growing up watching him on like Kung Fu Theater as a kid. Every Saturday he was on one of those TV shows. So,
and random, if you want to count, he was in a few movies in '84. Random cameo. Do y'all remember the Dan Aykroyd cameo in Temple of Doom?
No.
I
think I had read about it, but I don't know where it's at.
No, it's at the beginning. It's he talks to when they're coming from the club, and before they get on the plane, the guy talking to Indiana Jones before he gets on the plane is Dan Aykroyd.
Man, I gotta rewatch that.
And right before he slams the door, when what's his name, Lao Shay?
Oh, he laughs. Yep, and
okay. And then he's on his plane. He's like, "So long." So what? Also, I'm a super nerd now. What was the name of the club at the beginning of Temple of Doom?
I feel like it was like a Star Wars reference or something.
It was Obi-Wan or something like
Club
that.
Obi-Wan.
Club, yeah. Kenobi.
Look at Randy.
I knew it was like so. It was like Obi-Wan,
so with the scene when they crash out the window, when the guy's shooting at them and they're hiding behind
that opening is so fire.
Yeah, it's a great opening.
Fucking Harrison Ford suited with the white on white or the white on black, whatever that tux was.
And he got the black bow tie.
Hell yeah.
But something weird happens at the beginning, and it's on purpose, but like, how do you get the idea to do that? So it comes on.
Cocaine.
I'll be honest. What is it?
Is it when the girls do the splits and then they go back in reverse? Is that the one?
That's one thing too.
Okay, all right.
A lot of people don't notice that.
Okay.
But when the title comes up, it's obscured by Kate Capshaw when she's doing a performance.
Yes.
That's weird. It's random. Watch it again.
Bro, like the fucking... I don't know if any other Paramount movies did that shit in the 80s, but the Indiana Jones Paramount logo fade in was like so fucking dope.
I don't think that's ever happened, yeah.
It's like Spielberg or the whatever editing team. Fuck
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a first. Yeah. But man, speaking of Paramount, Beverly Hills Cop, Indiana Jones,
Friday the 13th. Paramount was cooking in the 80s.
They were.
I mean,
to be honest
fuck.
with you,
Speaking
I'm
of,
nervous for
like,
Paramount right
y'all
now.
want to spend some time on Friday the 13th final chapter right quick?
The final chapter.
Yeah, the final chapter, straight up.
The one with George McFly.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Right.
It has You got that spoiler, the axe to the hatchet to the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. I think it's a little overrated. Like, motherfuckers be acting like that's the cream of the crop when it comes to Friday the 13th. I think it's a little overrated. It is very good. It is
overrated. It has one of my personal favorite kills in it. Two of my favorite kills in the whole series don't have any blood or gore in it. Like, so
yeah. I mean, that's fine.
That movie or the whole series?
The whole series. One of my favorite kills is in the movie. And it's like, because you watch Friday the 13th, creative filmmaking ain't on the top of
No.
when you
hell
watch
no.
Friday the 13th.
No.
But this is one of the most like creative cinematography wise awesome things. So it's one of the teenage girls. It's raining and thundering outside. And she's about to go get on the bike with the raincoat on, right? And the camera pans past her, and you see the thunder and the lightning lights up, and you see the shadow, and then he spears her. I mean, come on, that's like
like the Paramount was like, y'all get one artistic moment, and that was it.
It is that. But yeah, that's
I feel like
Corey
is
Feldman.
Corey Feldman. That's what like young Tommy Jarvis, and that's what throws me. Like he gives that look at the very end.
Yeah, you know.
But what do we know? It's not like he's new Jason.
They had the
They just wanted the what's the word, ambiguous? That's not the
ambiguous.
The ambiguous. Oh, maybe he's crazy now. And then the next year we get the fake killer, and then we get Tommy Jarvis in the loony bin
as an adult. Yeah,
like within 3 years we get the Tommy Jarvis trilogy, and he like ages up so fucking much in every movie. For what?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And it's like this. I feel like when they were initially doing these movies, like the first batch of Friday the 13th movies all take place within like a 7-day period.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it? Yeah.
No continuity.
Part 1 and 2 takes place in a couple of days, and like the day after.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, but shout out the final chapter. Shout out to Tom Savini.
Fantastic.
Head of makeup effects. But it's
also because of Friday 13, great documentary. Crystal Lake Memoirs. That documentary is fantastic.
Yes, it is. I think it comes in that box set, if I'm not mistaken, does it?
I don't know. No, it doesn't, because I have a separate.
It doesn't. Dang. Yeah. There's some. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, but I don't know what else is there. We talked about what we mentioned. Didn't really talk about. What else is there?
Want to do a deep dive on Nightmare before Rocket got a bounce?
Sure.
What other like Terminator, Nightmare on Elm Street? Like what other huge movies haven't we really covered?
Terminator.
My personal favorite of the franchise. I'm one of the rare cats that feel like it's better than T2 because it's a horror movie. I love that the cat and mouse.
It's a sci-fi slasher.
Yes.
Look. Did we lose Randy?
Did we lose y'all?
No, there he is. You froze.
Hey, look, my feed is the feed going on YouTube. Did we lose y'all? Y'all didn't lose me.
That's true.
Anybody watching this shit is gonna see y'all freeze. Not your boy.
So you like better than Terminator?
I like the original Terminator better than T2.
Really? Interesting. Tell us why you're wrong.
The low. So you gonna flip the script from last episode on me? You gonna flip the script from last episode on me, bro?
Yeah.
It's the
But you
low
know what?
budget.
Nah, seriously.
It's the low budget. It's the Arnold as the villain. It's the fucking. It's the origin. It's like I love
Yeah.
Judgment Day, one of the greatest action movies of all time. But,
Greatest sequels, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is James Cameron before he truly became James Cameron.
Yeah.
Goat shit.
This you basically saying what I was saying about Michael Bay between Bad Boys 1 and 2. Like you said, Flipper.
Sure.
You see James Cameron, his skills as a filmmaker. This movie was, even for the 80s, low budget. It was barely $6 million, and
He made the
and
most of that
some
shit.
effects. And there's a difference, kiddos. Listen, there's a difference between something looking fake
Bro.
and not being able to tell if it's being able to tell if it's.
You sitting in the
It's not
Sanctum
real.
Sanctorum right now look better than some of the effects in the Terminator.
Oh man, that's funny. But now it's aged a bit. Obviously, it's a 40-year-old low budget movie. But we got the Joker.
No, that scene though, I'll be honest with you. As a kid growing up, remember that scene? Yeah, it looks fake as shit now, but that scene that Arnold's in the like messing with his hand,
Yeah.
like back then, stuff like that was never done before.
No.
Yeah.
To me as a kid, that thing looked pretty damn
Yeah.
good.
R.I.P. Stan Winston.
Yep, bro. That was that another legend.
But I'll tell you this: nightmares. This movie has given me, and the one scene, and it's the greatest. It's one of the greatest damn scenes of all time. Cameron.
Let me see if I can reach these motherfuckers right quick. I have within the last couple months bought the Nike Terminators.
Oh yeah.
But these
Really?
but these are not the kicks that Kyle Reese put on in the movie.
No, his is got the strap across
Yeah.
the top.
Yep.
Because his foot comes down and he straps it up.
Yup.
But
I always wondered why that
my
was.
My brother had those shoes. My mom got those shoes, but they were too big for me to wear, and they didn't have them in my size. But the scene I'm talking about, at the end, when after the semi truck blows up, lovey-dovey music, oh how you need it, and then the endoskeleton, the Terminator coming out the fire behind him. Like, come on, that's this. And then the music and that scene scared the hell out of me seeing that as young as I saw it. Because you have to imagine up to that point. And I asked my father, and because he's a big Terminator fan back in the day, I'm like, did they show in the commercials? And he's like, no, you had absolutely no idea, because we know how the Terminator, the robot, looks.
Yeah.
Now, but he said back in the day, they had no idea how it would look. And it was just like awesome. And that Terminator, the endoskeleton that Stan Winston designed. And but yeah. And there's a joke going around. Keep in mind that Reese banged his best friend's mom wearing homeless man's pants.
He did not. And children, we say that Bill Paxton is one of those actors that's been killed by a xenomorph, a predator.
He's the only actor killed by a predator
and a Terminator. This is the movie where he got by the Terminator.
Yeah. And yep, and another actor in that scene too would go on to play Shao Kahn in the horrible Mortal Kombat sequel, Annihilation.
Oh, that's Dookie.
Yeah, Brian Thompson. He played the villain in Cobra.
Ooh.
Like, watch day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right?
Nothing clean. That's funny.
But yeah, that's
Did Stallone do anything in '84?
Did he?
Took
Nope.
the year off.
Because he would do 85. Yeah, he 2 in 85, right?
He did
yeah,
do 2 in 85. He did Rocky and
Rocky
Rambo
4
in
and
85.
Rambo 2. Yeah. But it's something else from Terminator I'm missing. But no, it's a great movie. I mean, I can't argue with your choice over. I mean, it's a great movie. They all have,
Hey, bro.
like you said,
I put Alien over Aliens. I put the Terminator over Judgment Day. I'm that weirdo.
No, it ain't weird. I mean, they're great movies.
They are. And the thing about Alien 2 is, at that time, it was gonna be rated X.
Damn.
Because how graphic it was. Because if you get the special edition version of it,
yeah,
I think they each have the theatrical cut and the uncut version of it, and it was just more graphic. That's the only reason why.
Eric, you're a liar.
So,
Sylvester Stallone did Rhinestone in '84, directed by Bob Clark.
Dolly Parton.
No.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, he didn't do anything. So a little trivia for the kiddos out there.
Pay attention, kids.
James Cameron wanted O.J. Simpson to play the role of the Terminator.
That is a fact.
That's common knowledge, but I think O.J. turned it down. But
Dodged
another actor actually landed the role before Arnold came on.
Dodged a bullet.
And so who was that? He's in the movie as another character.
Earl Bowen.
So the the doctor. And this is you take me all over the place. You reminded me. So, I'm about to say Wes Craven. All right, I'm sorry, Wes.
Besides Michael Biehn, who else could it have been?
James Cameron's. He has the artwork. He drew him out. So Lance Henriksen.
Ooh, interesting.
He had the role for like a week.
Really? Ain't nobody intimidated by no Lance Henriksen. All due respect.
But this is when they had. This is when they had the. That's the point. They had the when they were still going with the idea of him just being a regular guy that blends in until Arnold came along.
Cybernetic organism.
Right. And he obviously didn't blend in, and they went with the.
Hell nah.
But yeah, he gave him another role, and he cast him in we cast him in Aliens,
Yeah.
And another movie he produced that would be directed by his wife called Near Dark. So yeah, him and Lance became good friends, and then and Lance became good friends with Stan Winston. Stan Winston would direct him in Pumpkinhead. It
that's a crazy movie.
Just goes on and on.
Yep.
But the Terminator, one of my favorite lines. Somebody asked me about something I don't know.
I'll be
like, no, that when somebody asked me about something. Speaking of the doctor, they asked me about something I don't know, but like I didn't build the fucking thing. Reese, what did you ask me about the time machine? You're like, so how? Yeah, but no, that's and the parallels too. There's a lot of parallels between 1 and 2. But I don't know if getting to my nerd mode, let me stop before I talk the whole episode.
No, I love it. Keep it going.
We got a few minutes left. Go off.
Yeah, that's how I give you one.
How much time you got, Rocket?
About 2 minutes.
No, 2 minutes. We'll let you speak on the movie.
Which one?
The one that came out in '84, fool?
Whichever one you want to.
Nah, Terminator to me, that changed, I think, the way people view at the time special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was stuff like this is like you said, this is James Cameron before James Cameron.
Yeah.
Because even now, look what he's doing with Avatar. Like he keeps on, people like him and George Lucas, they'll do movies and they try to help with the camera, for the future.
The technology.
Technology,
Cameron has always been restricted by his time.
That's what, like, I guess, going back to Cameron, he wanted to do Avatar, but the technology
right after Titanic.
He wanted to do it in the 90s,
the 90s, but he did Titanic because the technology wasn't there yet. Like you said, the endoskeleton, that scene bro, that like when I first saw it as a kid, like I'm getting goosebumps right now. That wasn't ever seen because you're thinking the movie's over right there.
Yeah.
Dead, whatever, it's good. Boom, no, we got another half hour of it after that. You know what I
When
mean? And
y'all
that's the
was
thing, it's like,
kids, I wasn't even thought of.
that's not even
Woo!
funny, bro.
It's a little funny.
Hey, you know what? You're lost. We experienced greatness in real time.
Yo, absolutely, absolutely. But that's the thing.
My
too,
greatness is Tim Burton Batman, bruh.
I saw that too. But it's
Dang.
like at the end of the day, though, Eric, you're right, though.
But you was
You know,
old.
us seeing this at that time, live, right then and there, like you said, that movie was, it was scary.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it was scary because remember, at that time in the future, you're like, we're talking about robots in the future, this in the future, like, you know, Back to the Future itself, you know.
But the date,
flying cars, that's the thing.
Yeah, they were talking about it in the car, and it was 84. She was like, oh, they can't make things like that. You're like, no, not for about 40 years.
And now we worse off.
Yeah,
you know?
with this AI stuff.
And if you think about 40 years is now, you know what I mean? It's crazy. And think about it, like, you know, back then. But imagine something like that at that time. Like, it was unstoppable. Like, literally unstoppable.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
It's one of the classics. Like, I don't care shit what comes out on. It's aged, but it also holds up for its time.
That's why literally no other director, whatever due respect to Jonathan Mostow, McGee, Tim Miller, nobody can replicate a Terminator movie.
Nah, it's magic. There's lightning in the bottle. Well, not even that. It's just James Cameron knew what to do with his story.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is like, because 1 and 2, phenomenal. First 2. The rest, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But like,
Dark Fate is solid.
It's decent.
Yeah.
But the thing is this, though. I think they need to lay off the Terminator franchise, let it die for a little bit. And if you're going to reboot it, that's fine. The only way this thing has any life again is if James Cameron says, you know what? Out of my 150 Avatar movies I made, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm actually gonna direct the next one and write it. I'm gonna do it all.
Old now.
That's the only way I'm gonna get hyped for another Terminator movie.
Yeah. Well, he's tied up. He's like 78
exactly.
with Avatar.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
So yeah,
which makes me laugh because
he's 69 right now.
Yeah, because he gave away because he had been trying to make the Alita movie since the early 2000s. He gave it to Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah.
That's like also, the Alita sequel is just like the Adventures of Tintin sequel, bro. Like, them motherfuckers aren't coming out.
Nah,
never.
No.
No.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's just disappointing that, like I said, the Avatar, like you said, the Avatar. The third one, when the second one dropped, the third one was pretty much, they said, 92% done. So what's the other 7%? You know what I mean? Like, and yet
Disney's release schedule.
I'm on my deathbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but before you leave, Rocket, you talk about movies that never came out. You mentioned the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai and in the 8th Dimension. So look at Randy. The what?
Nah, Ray, he just added the 8th Dimension.
No, that's the title. That's the title.
That's a long ass fucking title for 1984.
It is, but that's the title.
But look up that cast. Woo, that movie.
And the 8th Dimension.
Yeah, Peter Weller, Ellen Barkin, Jeff Goldblum.
Peter Weller was cooking in 1984. John Lithgow. Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
Clancy Brown. Carl Lumbly.
Mike from Breaking Bad was in it before he was.
When he had hair.
He was in that and Beverly Hills Cop. And but now bring that up, Rocket.
Dan Hedaya, Vincent Schiavelli.
I don't know if you remember at the end of it, it says the Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai will return.
Yeah.
And never did.
Never happened.
I'm still waiting.
4 years.
I'm still waiting.
That nobody talks about. Ronald Lacey. He played Tout in Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. He was the president.
Oh wow! Dang! That's a hidden one.
But you're
and
right.
another actor, if I'm not remembering, Brandy, if you got the cast pulled up, because this actor was everywhere in the 80s.
Hit me.
Dan Hedaya. Wasn't he
Yeah.
in
Yep.
The-
When he was on break from Blood Simple.
that? Like, oh, man.
You mean Cher's dad from Clueless?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's in it. That's right.
Dan Hedaya. Is he still around? I think he passed away.
Is he still around?
No, I think he's still alive. He's still alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
But you're right, though.
Motherfucker's 83, though.
That was a big thing. That was a big thing in the 80s. There's a 80s, I don't even know if it's a cult classic. I enjoy it. I used to watch it all the time on my VHS.
See,
me and my brother. It came out on Shout Factory. It's called The Sword and the Sorcerer.
Sword and the Sorcerer. They came out with a nice, well, Shout Factory, you said, yeah.
Right? At the end of that one, this is what the 80s were famous for.
They did.
Nah.
At the end it says...
They did.
I'm omitting that shit. That shit came out in 82.
We'll be back in the... And they even had the title of the movie.
Yeah.
It said, so-and-so, this character, so-and-so will be back in the adventures of whatever. I'm still waiting for that shit.
Tales of an Ancient Empire.
Yeah, but no, just as far as them doing that a lot in the 80s.
Christopher Lambert.
Universe. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
They did that a lot. Like, after every movie, like, if it was so-and-so be back. Like,
we probably could have covered...
Yeah. Man, we could do a shit ton.
That's the problem with Hollywood, man. They'll put their foot name off before they even fucking know if the shit made back on the budget, if it's even really got the green light.
They still do it to this day.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Guy Ritchie's King Arthur. Dune. Guy Ritchie King Arthur was announced to have 6 fucking movies, and they didn't make a second one.
I remember that, yeah. 6. I don't know why 6, but I do remember that.
How about the Power Ranger series? Remember, they had a whole shit for that new set.
Yeah.
Bro, that mid-credit scene teased the Green Ranger, and they never came back. That was a solid Power Ranger movie.
I'm still waiting for the Monster Universe to come back with, remember they did the Mummy. Remember that photo with
that's
Johnny
called
Depp and Tom
First of all,
Cruise?
my guy, that's called the Dark Universe, and we not acknowledging that shit.
Bro, that thing's terrible.
Bro, we got the Invisible Man. Like credit to Universal, they have kind of figured it out. They are doing their standalone MonsterVerse, Dark Universe, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, thanks to Lee Whannell.
Yeah. Invisible Man was a banger, and then
bro, that movie's phenomenal.
And then whatever you want to say, they did Renfield, they did Abigail. We about to get a Wolfman movie, all standalone.
Yeah,
I'm happy about that. But but like you're saying, at the time though, Universal counted their chickens before they hatched because they had that big ass. What was it? Russell Crowe was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah,
they did. It's like they're the only studio that like fumbled the bag and learned though. Look at Warner Brothers. They've fumbled a good like 8 shared universes, and they just keep doing the same shit with the same result.
We're gonna see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna find out, but.
Before I fumble the bag, I gotta go.
But so with that said, Eric, you want to wrap up? You want to keep going? Because I know you wanted to give a big spiel on Supergirl.
No, I just wanted to mention that it's a horrible movie. No, that's up to you.
I mean,
it's so much.
We got another 10 minutes if you want to talk about anything we might have forgot about.
I don't know. It's I think we covered hit the big. Oh man,
is that so?
That's it's one little one little tidbit. Bill Murray did a movie where he tried to tackle straight drama called The Razor's Edge. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Bro, I mean, I said Chico earlier. I said The Razor's Edge with Bill Murray, and I said Chico. You didn't catch the WWE reference. I ain't seen it.
I've seen it.
So it's not good.
But the interesting thing it's not bad, but it's just.
Rocket, you got a curtain, bro. Like, don't let us hold you up.
I know, I gotta go.
Yeah. Get out of here.
So peace.
I'll see you guys. Damn,
so you gotta go, and he disappeared.
Eric disappeared. All right, guys, I'll see you in a few weeks.
Peace, man.
See you in a few weeks.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes.
So the Razor's
That's
Edge,
funny. What the heck happened?
the Sanctum
I'm not
Sanctorum
here.
fucked you
And
up.
here I go.
I'm on the moon, bitches. I don't
Oh,
even. Who the
man.
fuck is John Byram?
John
The
Byron.
director of the Razor's
Yeah,
Edge. That's who he is. Catherine Hicks, Denholm Elliott, Brian Doyle Murray, of course. I ain't never seen this.
Umbrella, yeah. Nah, I probably saw it like legit 30 years ago just because Bill Murray.
This
was in it. I
marked
was curious
Murray's
about
first starring role in a dramatic film, though he did inject some of his dry wit into the script. I'll pass.
But the funny thing is to look at Bill Murray's filmography. He wouldn't make another movie for. He'd have a cameo in
Ghostbusters
Little
2?
Shop of Horrors. Yeah, right. He wouldn't make another movie until '88, so 4 years basically in the star role.
Scrooge. Scrooge, man, is fuck.
Yeah.
We not talking about 88, but man, I love Scrooge.
Mm-hmm. No, it was a great movie.
Hell yeah. But he was beefing with Richard Donner the whole time.
Yep, that's crazy how that happens and a good product still comes out of it.
I do not remember him, and She's Having a Baby.
Bill Murray?
Yeah. It says he's got a cameo as himself.
Wow,
So was it like a Mike Myers love guru thing where like the movie wasn't a banger, so he just like went into this fucking isolation?
I don't know because he's so. Now we're gonna get into him
not having an agent.
Yeah, not having an agent and like literally people would bank. Who did it? Lost in Translation, Sophia Coppola.
Yeah.
Like she had communication with him, but she said she still wasn't sure if he was gonna even show up until he showed up. And he has an 800 number.
Yeah, like
that.
How like I'm like this is kind of off, but it's like I get like Harold Ramis, Ivan Reitman, these motherfuckers know Bill Murray. Hey, I'm finna do this movie. Like show up, but it's like. He did Ed Wood. Like, how did Tim Burton really get in contact with Bill Murray? This motherfucker was in Kingpin. This motherfucker was in Space Jam. Yeah. This motherfucker was in Wild Things. Lost in Translation.
What's funny about that? A lot of these roles, they don't contact him. He hear about them, and because supposedly he got in contact with Tim Burton.
Word.
Because he liked Tim Burton.
Notoriously, I haven't seen Ed Wood until this upcoming September, so... We'll see how that goes.
Yes. That should have been. Look at us all over.
And then, and then he's like, him and Wes Anderson are like two peas in a fucking pod.
Yeah, I'm sure he.
Like, I'm not the biggest Wes Anderson guy, but Rushmore is phenomenal, and for that to be like his like second huge movie. We getting off 1984 into a whole Bill Murray thing.
Right, we gotta. Oh man,
it's curious. Like the whole biggest fumble of Bill Murray not having an agent clearly is Garfield because he thought the Coen brothers were involved or whatever.
Yeah, the Coen, however you wanna.
Yeah. Because like, what's the thing? The dude who directed like Holmes and Watson like wrote the shit. I'm probably way off.
I'm about to reel us back in because guess what?
The adult in the room, please do. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Was Pee-wee's Big Adventure 84?
No, but
the
original Frankenweenie was the short.
There you go.
Which is on. I watched it recently. I think it was Peacock. Yeah, it's Peacock because Disney. Well, no. It's Disney because Disney. Woo! I think I had something to drink.
Yeah, hold on, so it was on Disney Plus and not Peacock. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. The original Frankenweenie with who was it? It's Daniel Stern, Shelley Duvall, about a married couple, and I forget the kid. He was kind of big in the '80s. The kid he played in Daryl, I think that's him.
Barrett Oliver.
Yeah, if you've heard of that movie.
No, sir.
But Frankenweenie. Frankenweenie trivia is why Disney fired Tim Burton.
I ain't seen the short, so I can't really. comment.
No, they said it was. I seen it. It was interesting. They said it was too dark and they didn't know what to do with it, which I agree. It's Tim Burton.
Yeah,
we know
but
Tim Burton is now.
Tim Burton wasn't Tim Burton in '84.
Right, and he had a contract with them as an animator, and he convinced them to let him. He convinced them to let him do a live action short, and they fired him for it. And they
It's kind of like
terminated the contract.
You had to let this motherfucker cook Beetlejuice and Batman and Edward Scissorhands to really know who Tim Burton was.
Yeah, but he ran to one of the, Warner Brothers was doing good things. He ran to them, and
that's a fact.
Beetlejuice, Pee Wee Herman, Batman.
Look at that. We finna get a Beetlejuice follow up. Shit. In the
80s, yeah. But yeah, 84. It's one of the going back just off the top of the head, there's a couple of decades in the 70s that are like this. 84, 82 is supposedly year. 99.
Yeah.
93. No, 93, 94. But 99 is the year in the 90s, supposedly.
Can't argue. Ironically, 94, Disney distributed Ed Wood.
Yeah, it was
bringing the Bill Murray shit back around.
Yeah. Right. No, I mean, money is money. They always run back to it.
Money plays. Yeah, bro, studio. We like what the strikes showed us last year, bro. Like studios are trash. We know this.
Mm-hmm. But let's read off the what's the name? I guess to cap it off.
What is the name?
Top grossing movies in '84. I think number one has got to be Beverly Hills Cop.
I don't think it is.
Or Ghostbusters, but I think it's
Beverly Hills Cop. It's
Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, it's Ghostbusters? Domestic gross.
I floated all the way around Wikipedia and left the original 1984 page. Ghostbusters made $229 million. Beverly Hills Cop made $224. So it's a $5 million gap, and Eddie Murphy could have had both of them bags. So if he would have done Ghostbusters, he wouldn't have done Beverly Hills Cop and vice versa.
Right, it was a scheduling thing.
Yeah,
that's why he turned down Ghostbusters.
So top 10. Top 10 was Ghostbusters, Beverly Hills Cop, Temple of Doom, Gremlins, released on the same day as Ghostbusters, Karate Kid, released on this day we recording, Police Academy, Footloose, Romancing the Stone, the Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, probably the biggest movie we ain't even mentioned, and Splash. Yeah. That's a legit top 10, but it's like today, I don't know if 3 of those would be in the top 10.
Now, what's the gross for Ghostbusters?
229.2.
And what's the gross for Beverly Hills?
224.7.
And where are you getting numbers from?
Wikipedia, which is fan made, and it could just be made up numbers.
Go to Box Office Mojo, because I'm getting a different number.
You go to Box Office Mojo.
You go to that.
Box
Office Mojo, 1984.
Yearly, in year 84. Okay, Ghostbusters 220. Temple of Doom number 2 at 179. Beverly Hills Cop is number 7 at. Is this damn? This is domestic. Maybe Wikipedia had worldwide numbers. My settings might be different. 3 minutes.
Now, wait a minute. I think, these numbers are all jacked up worldwide, domestic.
So I got 84. I got in year. Wait, that just put. Damn, yeah, this shit is fucked up because Beverly Hills Cop just jumped to number 1.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills.
What I was looking at.
Beverly Hills Cop 234.7. Ghostbusters 229.2.
I think these are the numbers.
Okay. It still got Splash at 10. I think the rest of the list is pretty spot on.
Yeah, we didn't mention Splash at all. Tom Hanks and Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, the first collaboration.
Damn, Star Trek 3 didn't break 100 million in 84.
Yeah, which wasn't bad 40 years ago. It's still a hit.
Yeah. I guess I'm looking at
Yeah.
like we're sitting here 8 years removed from the last Star Trek
Right.
movie, and Paramount has no idea what the fuck to do with this franchise.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, 84, we covered a lot, and still we could talk about much, much more. Like I said, we didn't talk about Star Trek, Tom Hanks' first big hit movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, we mentioned Dune, Dune, David Lynch's Dune, which
Dookie.
was, thank goodness for.
I may never watch the 80s Dune again.
Nah, you don't need to.
So, Purple Rain was 11, Amadeus, The Natural, Revenge of the Nerds, Bachelor Party. So Tom Hanks doubled up in 84. Terminator only made 38 million domestically. The Final Chapter made 32. Friday the 13th Final Chapter outgrossed Conan the Destroyer. Dune is right there at 28 with 30 million. Starman at 28 million.
Yeah, Arnold with double duty in 84.
A Nightmare on Elm Street was the 40th highest grossing movie domestically with 25 million. Shame on y'all motherfuckers.
But think about it. With inflation, this is 40 years ago.
$2 million budget?
Yeah, $2 million budget.
Okay.
40 million.
As far as horror goes, I guess it really did make that.
The house that Freddy built.
That too, like the first huge New Line release. We have 45 seconds. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna spit something that's lyrically dominant because that's how I get down. We'll be back in 2 weeks, probably for the last time for a while, and it's gonna be a third quarter preview, which is redundant because we ain't gonna be around to talk about no third quarter movies. But the podcast is Rec League. Peace. Hey yo, I can spit it pretty quick or I can go with a slow pace. Put the stapler in the jello while she making the O face. Smart writer, Iron Mike Tyson, the type to rip you apart fighter. Spark glider, my flow like after Austin Butler got jumped in the bike riders, my bars fire. Life's hard, don't bicker and pout. No Nickelodeon slime, just figure it out. Rule 76, no excuses. Bitch, we finna kick it till you toothless. How to train your dragon, I just show you how to do this. Fire spitting, rhyming in English language. Y'all got recommendations saying where I should change it? Fuck that shit. Y'all suggestions is getting vanquished. I'm the motherfucking greatest who never been discovered. You won't admit that you ride for a celebrity like that's your mother or brother. The name's Gambit, mon ami, and you don't want none of me. Once you pick a card, I could turn your insides out all over my lingerie. Don't give a fuck what was sequestered, you mismeasured. Flow so cold, you finna need 6-inch thick leather in this weather. Whoever you been bumping, the kid's better. And chill until the next episode.